Hey, hi guys. Let's give a few minutes for others to join and then we'll get started. Let's give 2 more minutes for others to join and then let's get started.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning, Victor. All right, I guess we have everyone, right? So we can get started probably right now. And I think it should be good. Uh, Balaji, do you mind turning off your camera if you don't mind? We can't hear you, Balaji. Sorry, you have to unmute yourself, I guess. Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
Sorry.
No problem. No problem. That's fine. The thing is, I just want to ensure that the bandwidth is there and the recordings are saved. Well, that's the reason, we don't want to turn on the videos.
Sorry, I didn't
No,
off it when I log in.
no problem, no problem. That's completely fine, Balaji. No issues at all. That's completely fine. All right. Okay, let's get started without further ado. So let's start from where we stopped in the last session, right? So we stopped at a place where we wanted to install Microsoft Copilot plugin in your Visual Studio, as well as we wanted to do the cursor AI for people who are using cursor AI, right? So how far and long are we through that, and who hasn't completed it yet?
Hey Bharat, good morning.
Hey,
It's me Swaminathan. Today I just joined. I couldn't join last two classes.
no problem. That's fine. If you were not able to join, probably I'll just do one separate session for you. I'll
Oh,
plan
thank
that
you.
out separately, and me and you can plan that session out separately, Swaminathan. No
Sure,
problem at
sure.
all.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, in the meantime, if you can just take a look at the videos, that would be great. But I
Yep.
will do a separate session since you're interested.
Mm-hmm.
Only
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the people for initial sessions, I do another session, okay, on one-on-one.
Okay.
So yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. I'll take care of that.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone who hasn't been able to install um, the Copilot plugin or Cursor AI, anyone who hasn't done it yet? So everyone has gotten to it, right? So all right, then I think we should be good. And let me just take a quick attendance for today. Just a second. Um, I just need to take a quick attendance of people who have joined the course. And all right, so just 1 second. I'm just opening up the sheet so that I can start to take the attendance. All right, so can I just get a high level count? Like, hold on 1 second. No, it's not the count that I need. I need who all have joined the course. Just a second. I need to give this to Credo team. All right. Okay, so who all have joined the course? Can I just get the names one by one? Like, let's start with one by one. Balaji, have you joined the course?
Yes, I joined the course. Yes, absolutely. I
Okay.
started from yesterday.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, Balaji, and I know
Balaji
Arun.
Sridharan. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Balaji, Sridharan. All right. I know Balakrishnan Arunachalam has already joined. Balakrishnan Arunachalam, you're from the previous batch, right, Arun? Arun
No,
or
no,
Balaji?
actually, no. Last class, I attended the demo session, and after that, I couldn't join. Attended that last batch. Even this batch yesterday, I missed attend. Bharat.
No problem. You've joined the batch. Should I call you Bala or Arun?
No, Arun. Bala is my
Arun,
last
right?
name.
Okay.
Balakrishnan last
Okay.
name. Arun is
Okay.
first name. Mm.
Okay. Arun, sure. You've joined the batch or you're yet
No,
to
no.
join?
Yeah, planning to join the batch only.
Okay, so you haven't joined the batch yet, right?
I would say join the batch only. Join,
Sorry, your voice is
no.
muffled.
I joined the batch only.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Arunachalam.
Because one or two sessions I missed, but the introduction and yesterday's session missed. But probably that your upcoming batch, anything weekday you started, that'll come.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
Anyways,
time it is?
anyways,
Any
we'll do
tentative time? No. That weekday batch, that any time slot, morning, evening, afternoon?
No, that will come in a little later, I guess. So what I
Okay.
told Swaminathan also missed a few initial sessions.
Mm.
I mean, we just did only one session, which is yesterday,
Mm,
right? So
yes, yes.
yesterday's session is something that I'll do it for you and Swaminathan probably together. We three will work out on a separate timing for that, okay? But
Okay,
just
super.
go over the video alone
Sure.
in the meantime, okay?
Sure.
All right, cool. And then Kamini Sabha, you've joined the batch.
Yes, I joined the batch. I didn't attend the first session, but yesterday session I attended it. Also, I go through the first session videos as well, recorded
Yeah, we didn't
sessions.
do much in the first session. That was
Yeah,
not like a session as such. We were
just
I
an
was
intro
just
session.
briefing. Yeah, it was just
Briefing.
briefing and all of that. That's it. And okay, cool.
Th
Meena,
this to
have you?
confirm, I joined this batch.
Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, thanks, Kamini. Yeah, all right,
Thank
cool.
you.
Next is Manikandan Ramakrishnan. So Manikandan Ramakrishnan, you've joined this batch?
Yes, but just no joint, Bharat. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, no problem. So I'm asking like you've enrolled for this particular course, right? With credit?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
It's
got it.
Gen
Just
8.
to confirm.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Meena, you've joined the batch, Meena.
Yeah, yes, I have joined and I attended yesterday's class also.
Okay, great. Okay, fine. And I do know Murthy has joined. Just can you confirm, Murthy, you've joined the batch, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Brother.
Thanks, Murthy. Thank you. Rajeshwari, you've joined the batch.
Yes, I joined from yesterday, Bharat.
Okay, great. Okay, thanks, Rajeshwari. Satish Kumar, you've joined.
Yes, Bharat, I joined. Yes.
Okay.
Dish Kumar G. Okay.
Yeah, sure. And Sharan Biola, you've joined the batch? Sharon Biola? I think so, yes. And Victor, you have joined the batch, I know, and Uma also has joined the batch along with you, right?
That's right. Yeah, I'm not aware of Uma, but yeah, I've joined it.
Okay, cool. Okay, makes sense. Sure. All right, cool. It's just a thing for me to just take attendance going forward because we are just getting started. I want to set all these things right and straight. All right. So I just want to collect one more data from your end, right? I will just send you guys out a form, okay? I'll just create a Google form and I'll send you guys out the form. And if you can just fill out the form, it's going to have not too much of details. It's not going to take like too much of your time. It's just that I'm just going to collect your number of years of experience and why you have chosen this course. Like I just have 3 points. One is you're looking for a job change as part of point number one. Second one, you already have a job and you're just trying to implement something at your workplace using this, right? So that's second option. The third option is you have a job and you're not going to implement something right away with what you're learning here, but this is just to upskill yourself, right? So this aspect and your number of years of experience, or probably I can just collect it right now itself. Just a second. Um, so I can cater things accordingly, and I can work off of things accordingly. So that'll be easier for me to get through some of these items. So let me just go one by one, and if I can get some details, that would be great. If I missed someone, did I miss someone? Okay, Swaminathan, you've joined the batch, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, makes sense. Cool. So let's start with probably with Balaji. So can you just tell me two items, Balaji? So one is number of years of experience that you have.
Yeah, I have around 20 plus years of experience.
15, is it?
20, 20.
20, okay.
Yeah.
And,
And I joined this course for upskilling first thing. And second thing, there are some requirements coming up with my client.
your voice is actually a little bit muffled for me. Is it how it is for others also? Or is it clear for others? It's just muffled for me.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, now it is better. Yes.
Okay. I say I have 20 plus years of experience, and currently I joined this course for upskilling. Okay. The reason being, the reason being like now there is some requirement coming up with my client, so that I just want to get into that.
Okay, so that means you have something to implement at your workplace.
Yes,
right?
of course. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, looking to implement.
And we are running some NGOs, like we want to implement certain things in that also. Like there are multiple aspects we are looking at, even Rajeshwari, and we are like this sort of working together.
Okay, okay, makes sense. Okay, cool, great. Next one, Arunachalam. What is your years of experience, Arunachalam?
Yeah, but I have 20 plus years experience. So working as a kind of some manager in one of the MNC, leading MNCs. Past manager as past 4 5 years. Prior to that, I worked as a kind of technical lead kind of role I played in the past. But last 4 5 years, slightly away from technical. But yeah, kind of doing manager for last 4 5 years, managing the account and the project team of 20 plus 20 plus size of team. I'm managing that separately.
Okay, makes sense. So what is the reason for this course? Are you looking out
Yeah,
for
correct.
a job?
Yeah, I mean, there's two reasons. One is personal interest to explore myself and AI. Second reason is org also encourage us to learn AI in wherever it's applicable. So I work with the client. So work on that Gen AI. So agentic AI thing, how to implement. So they encourage us to AI side. 50% is my interest as well, Bharat.
Okay, makes sense. So your primary thing is to implement something at your workplace, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I just need the primary reason. So, it's just for me to categorize it accordingly, and I would want to, I would have certain, I'm planning to do some separate mock interviews and all of that for people who are looking out for jobs and stuff like that. And I can do some referral around the companies that I'm aware of with people who are looking out for jobs. So that's the classification I'm looking for. So,
Sure.
but yeah, I get it. Okay, cool. So Kamini, what is the purpose of
So currently, my role is working as a Scrum Manager, managing an automation team. It's
Okay.
not, I'm just a manager, but I'm managing a development team, more into like agentic AI type of activity, but not with relevant to AI work. So
Okay.
I'm looking for a job change, particularly relevant to project manager AI role.
Makes sense. Okay, great. So this
Yeah.
is very, very clear. You're very I'm happy that you're very clear as to what you're looking for. That's good. So
Yeah.
how many years of experience that you have, Kamini?
20 years of experience.
Okay,
So
great.
yeah,
Okay, makes sense. Cool.
thank you.
Next, Manigandan.
Yeah, good morning, Bharat. See, I have a 7 years of experience in TCS Chennai branch.
Okay.
I just started my career with a support guy. Then I switched my role to PMO. Again, I switched my role to support. Then again, I come back to the PMO role. Why not? Due to the lack of upskilling, there is no upskilling. So I just choose this course to have the trend, and I need to switch the new role. This is my current aspiration I'm having now currently. Because of this only, I just joined this course. So,
Okay,
Bharat.
so you're looking out for a job. So that's the main reason.
Yeah, job switch as well as the role switch both.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I understood. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next person. Meena, can you give out your experience and the reason?
Yeah, hi Bharat. Actually, I
Yeah.
have been working in IT for past 4 years as analyst, and I realized that AI is becoming a major part of industry. So instead of staying in that same role, I want to upgrade my skills. So I choose this AI course, and I want to switch company. So my goal is to move into a AI related role, and yeah, that's why I choose this
Okay,
course.
makes sense. Okay, no, makes sense. Great, awesome. Next, Murthy. I know Murthy has about 30 years of experience. Murthy, you are mainly looking to implement something at your workplace, right?
Sorry, I was in mute. Yeah. I'm playing a data architect role.
Yeah.
I just wanted to move out from data side into the AI side to become an
Okay.
architect in AI side, Bharat.
Okay, so you're also looking out for a job. Makes sense. Okay, I got it. Cool. Next one, Rajeshwari.
Hi, Bharat. Yeah, I'm also working along with Murthy. A similar case of Kamini where I have 20 plus of years of experience and playing a Scrum Manager role. Already managing a team of AI engineers who are already into Gen AI and agentic AI. So I should be aware of uh, Gen AI in order to manage my team.
Makes sense. Okay, so you're looking to implement, you're looking to just implement what you learn here at your workplace, but you're not looking for a job change, correct?
Yes.
Oh, makes sense. Okay, I got it. Next one, Satish Kumar.
Yes, but I have 16 years of experience in the field. And so right now I'm looking for some sort of job change. First of all, I look into opportunities within the organization where I'm working now. If not, I'll be like looking outside of it. That's me.
So that is completely fine. So you don't need to,
Yeah.
it's not that when I say looking for a job change, it's a role change as well within the company as well. So when I just want to understand that aspect so that, so I can cater I would do something specific. Like once the session is done, what I'm thinking is I would do one session for the group A, which is like, who are all looking out for jobs, where I would do mock interviews, I would give cheat sheets and stuff like that. For group B, who are looking to implement something at their workplace, I would do like a 2 hour session where I can brainstorm on what kind of projects they are working on and what ideas can be implemented, right? And for group C, who are just looking to upskill themselves, I'm just planning to give them some projects and, just to see how they can cope up through that particular aspect, right? So that's the reason behind me having this classification. That's all. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Satish. Sharon? I think Sharon dropped. Okay. Victor?
Hi, Bharat. Yeah. So pretty much the second option. So wanting to implement something in within my current role, and 16 years of experience with an MNC based out of UK.
Okay, makes sense. Awesome. Great. So super. So I'm good with that. And Uma is not here. So how about Swaminathan Padmanabhan?
Yes, Bharat. Myself, I have 19 plus years of experience in IT, and in RPI itself, I have been for the last 9 to 10 years in RPI.
Okay.
Worked in a couple of tools like UiPath and AA.
Okay.
And just wanted to upscale myself so that we have a lot of opportunities in our organizations for Gen AI and agentic and all. So I just want to upscale as well as just for looking job change
Okay.
so
Okay.
that I
Makes
can
sense.
see what is in the market demands and all.
Okay, makes sense. So you're looking for a job. Okay, cool. All right. So I think I have the info about most of you. Let me quickly share my screen and let me just show this to you guys and just confirm if anyone has any changes on this, just please do let me know. Just a second, just 1 second. Just a second. Let me share my screen. I'll just filter out for just this batch and I'll show it. I don't want to show everyone's data here. Just 1 second. Okay, so I've done filtering, so it should be good. So are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So is this information correct for all of you guys? Please do let me know if there's any changes that you guys want me to add up.
That's correct.
Okay, so I'll just take your resumes, just send it to me on WhatsApp, your resumes, and then I can give like a small feedback as to how you can modify your resumes as well for people who are looking out for jobs, right? So I'll give you that feedback as well, how you can convert your resume into an agentic and Gen AI based resume and how you can push it back into the market, right? Which the ATS systems can easily detect and all of that, right? So our SHRM systems, which are ones the HRs are using, right? All right, cool then. So yeah, I think I'm good with this information. Sorry.
Bharat, over 1 minute, Bharat. You can put looking for a job on slash upskilling both
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
myself.
I just want to have one primary reason. So
Yeah.
this is just for my internal reference, right? So
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
And Bharat, and one more help I need. If somebody can help at offline, I'm actually coming to Credo system office regularly. In fact, in the where it is located, right?
Okay.
Yeah, one person offline can be group night be helpful. Both of you will have some discussion regarding that. It will be helpful for me as well. Yeah. If you can arrange somebody else.
You can put it on the WhatsApp group. If someone else from the batch is interested, they can also join you in person, Manikandan.
Yeah. Okay, Bharat. End of the session, I will try to put it in the WhatsApp.
Yes, perfect. All right, cool, great, awesome.
Thank you, Bharat. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's get started with our concept for today. So and then we should be good. Yeah. So where we stopped yesterday, right? We stopped at where we wanted to add the plugin and we wanted to uh, link it with VS Code or people who have taken Cursor AI subscription. Have you guys integrated have you guys logged into your Cursor subscription? Is that all done? Has anyone not done it yet?
Yeah, it's me, Bharat. I got some Yeah, actually error. I'm unable to move further, Bharat.
Okay, so
Yesterday itself.
can you share your screen? Let's close it off right now. So
Yeah,
for
just few
people who
minutes,
are
Bharat.
sure.
Yeah, just few minutes, Bharat. I'll make it ready and call you back. I just had my thing. Just few minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
How about others? Like, did anyone else face an issue with uh, cursor, or anyone else face an issue with the other item that we just saw?
Can I
So
say,
Bharat, Victor, sorry,
Yeah,
Murthy, after you.
can I share my screen? I just
sure,
wanted
sure.
to show installed the client versions, but I have both VS Code as well as the Crew A. I mean Cursor A also I have, but I don't know how to write the code in Cursor A.
That's okay. That's fine. So we will start doing that probably from today's session or from next session onwards. But we will see how to do that. But for now, integration should be good. Like you just have your login done on Cursor AI, or with Copilot, you have just logged into Copilot and you have added the Visual Studio Code plugin. That should be good. But you can share your screen. I can confirm if it all
Okay,
looks good.
the other one is just wanted to understand. There are two things. If I use the Cursor A, Cursor A login cannot be shared or cannot be accessed simultaneously by more than one people.
Yeah, no. So once you log into your IDE, then the same login will go off from the other IDE.
Okay, but yeah, what about for the Copilot?
Copilot also works the same way, if I'm not wrong. Yes, that's how it. I don't have Copilot subscription, but I think it
Mm-hmm,
should work that way only.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So that I just wanted to understand. So other one is, can you open that Excel sheet? I just wanted to say something.
Sure.
I think for Rajeshwar, you can say that looking for a job. She is my delivery manager and the architect to the teams.
Okay, okay. She's also looking for a job, right?
She is my delivery manager. I'm just architect to the team. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Awesome. Great. Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense. Cool. So, so one more thing is, if you can all send me your resumes, right? Because for me, so did I give a introduction about myself? Like, I didn't do that, right? Yet.
Yeah.
So probably I did one-on-one with a few before you guys joined the session, but I haven't done it as a group. So myself, Bharat, so I work as the head of engineering for a company in New York. I'm based out of Canada, and I manage AI ML, I manage software engineering and testing teams here at my company. And outside of that, I also run a real estate firm in Tamil Nadu, as well as an agri farm in Tirupattur. So this is a short background about myself, and especially in AI space. Teaching is kind of my passion. So before I started with Credo, I was a I was an adjunct professor at IIT Madras, and I've done a lot of training in coordination with IIT Madras Research Park for IIT Madras. And after that, I started training for a lot of different entities in Chennai, Greens Tech, Fita Academy, Beta Academy, Shine Logics, Infotech, a lot of different companies I've trained. And then I moved to Credo, and I just did only with Credo because Credo is like a family to me. Because others I was just doing out of my passion, but Credo is more Credo is more serious, I think, about the candidates, and it caters to the candidates' interests basically. So that's one thing even I'm very, very interested about doing the right things, right? So that's one of the reason why I like Credo, and I've been partnered with Credo for a very long time. And since I've moved to Canada, I was an instructor in Canada. I was training masters and bachelor students in Canada for a university in Canada. I was an instructor there. I can't become a professor unless and until I have my PhD. And I don't have the bandwidth to do my PhD right now because I have a lot on plate. Um, yeah, so this is a high level overview about myself, and my wife has a IT company in India, so she has about 150 employees, and she connects with a lot of other IT heads and everything. So that's one of the reason I wanted to take the resumes from you guys so I can forward it through my network as well to see people who are looking out for jobs. I can see how I can get a connection for you guys, and beyond a level of experience, it's going to be more of an executive sponsorship, right? It's not going to be because of there's a job opening, somebody's going to take it. It's more around trust, and it's more around people who can go along with them and all of that, right? So that's one of the reason, it works easier if we go through contacts, right? So and most of you here have pretty much at least average years of experience is, I see, 15 is the average years of experience. So, please just send me out your resumes on WhatsApp today itself. I can start, throughout the course, I can keep giving my feedback as to how it can be made better. And if you guys can keep upgrading your resumes on that front, and once I have a final resume at the end of the course, I can review it, and then we can start, pushing the resume out to different places to see how it works out, right? Even you can try that within your company as well. But I'm just saying, in whichever way it works, we can try and get those things done, right? So that's all about it. All right. So this is pretty much around this aspect. So is there any question that you guys have in whatever I mentioned? So I also hold 5 patents granted and 2 of them patent pending, especially on AI space. These are all very old patents, probably 8 years old patents, 7, 8 years old patents. Yeah, and I do have a lot of research papers, especially in software engineering, published. So this is a high level background about myself. So any questions, any thoughts, please do let me know. All right. And we can take things further from there on.
Thanks, Bharat. It's really inspiration to hear about the background of yours.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks, Kamini. And I'll and one thing I just generally tell people is don't hesitate to reach out to me in case if you guys want any sort of a support or anything as such. Please feel free to reach out to me. If I don't respond right away, also just wait up a little bit. I will generally respond within like 12 hours or so. So I'm just saying on WhatsApp is the best way to reach out to me. So if you can text, if any need be, like any questions, any doubts, if you want some additional sessions, if you have some doubts, um, please feel free to reach out to me. Be very enthusiastic as possible, because that's what is going to take us to places, right? So it doesn't matter like you know um, the knowledge or the skills or everything is becoming uh, in today's AI world, everything is becoming uh, of not of a great value, but enthusiasm always has value, because someone who's enthusiastic can actually build even a company. Just by one person can build a company using AI in today's world, right? So just feel free to uh, reach out if there's any questions. Be very enthusiastic around all of this, friends. So that's all is my thought process around all of this aspects, right? So all right.
Sure,
So
But
can I
I've shared
have
your
your
number.
number? Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
sorry, I couldn't hear the question. Sorry.
Can I have your number
It's
to
on
share
the
our results?
it's on the WhatsApp group, but let me send it
Uh-huh.
over here as well. So it's a US number, so you can you won't be able to call
Oh,
me, but you can WhatsApp me on this number.
WhatsApp is fine. Yeah, WhatsApp number is fine for
Okay.
us.
Yeah. So I just shared my number over here, and let me share my email address as well here. If you guys need anything, please reach out to me.
Yeah, yes, Bharat. Yeah, definitely, Bharat. Yeah, Bharat, can I share my screen, Bharat, again now?
Yeah. Please go ahead and share your details. So I will take a look at it, or just email me. That would be even better. But either way is fine.
Yeah, again, I came to this place, Bharat. After this, where to go, Bharat?
Okay, on the right side, you see the agent, right? That's it. So you're good. So just
Okay, here,
type
right?
in, just type in create a simple HTML file. Just type what I say. I just want to see if you've linked it. That's all.
Okay, this one, right? Yeah, okay, this one which you give, right? Okay, I'll copy this and paste.
No, not that. You have to open that URL. Inside that URL, you have the thing that you're supposed to copy paste.
Oh,
so did anyone copy paste the URL yesterday? No, you're not supposed to copy paste the URL. So click on that URL, right?
Okay, this one. Okay.
Yeah, just open that URL.
Oh.
Yeah, copy the text over there. You see copy text, right?
Okay.
Yeah, click on copy text. Now paste it in the chat. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, now it says sign in to use AI features, right? You have to sign into GitHub. Yeah, can you complete this?
Okay, wait, sign into GitHub, right? Okay, continue
Yes.
GitHub. Okay. Here only I got stuck yesterday, Bharat. What to do here first? Which mail ID I need to go? My personal mail ID?
Yes, correct. That's correct.
Okay, here new password or the mail password, Bharat? New password.
No, you have your own GitHub account, right?
No. I don't have any
then
account.
click on continue with Google.
Okay, click on continue with Google. Okay.
Yeah, just click on your account here.
Okay. Visual puzzle or audio puzzle, Bharat? Which one?
Anything. We should just click on visual puzzle. That's easier.
Yeah, here only I got stuck. Yesterday I tried multiple times, but after also it's not logged in.
Yeah, so match the icon on the right side, right? So just yeah, keep moving. Yes. Next one. Next one. No, it's not matching.
Yeah, I think this is the correct one.
No. The direction should match basically. So
okay.
Yeah, hi Bharat. Actually, sorry to interrupt. Instead of matching these pictures, you can try with audio. Actually, it is more easier. Audio
just
puzzle.
try it with audio then, Manikandan, because I have not done this because like I have my GitHub account created like 15-16 years ago. So
okay.
So for me, I don't know what is the latest thing
Okay.
this. So sorry. Okay. Yeah, click on audio puzzle and you can.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Let me put my headset and I'll try and come back and show you again.
Sure. Okay, yeah, just get this done. So talking to others, you all have gotten through these steps.
Yeah, myself.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Bharat, I have installed Visual Studio, but on the last demo session, but the yesterday session I missed it, right? So
Yeah, that's fine. So you can share your screen and I can guide you through.
quickly, because I don't want to miss again today's session. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so now Visual Studio installed. I think last time demo itself one time, I mean 3-4 months back I did demo, that time I installed and one or two thing I tried, but now I'm good to go?
Yes, you're good to go. So you already tried it in the previous sessions, right? That's it. So we have not tried anything apart from that.
Okay, right.
So just for the setup and checking if the setup works. That's it. That's all we did in the last session.
Okay, so that's something in the prompt I need to try. The one you tried in the prompt.
That is just to that is just to test if it is working. So nothing much around it. So
Okay.
that is just to test if.
Okay. What it does when I what is this when I give this prompt?
So that just generates you the linear regression code. That's what we saw in the last session. So I'll do a separate thing on the last session.
Me and the other guy who missed out, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. For you and Swaminathan, we'll do a separate session.
Yeah, please. Here I need to skip.
Yeah. Hit keep. You don't need to hit keep every time. It just keeps generating files. So once it is all done, it will show you as keep all, and you can just hit keep all. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, fine. So let's you can try this out a little later, Arun, because I'm going to do a separate session for you on this.
Right. So this makes sense. Bharat. Okay. We don't want to waste others' time as well.
Yeah, no problem. That's fine. But let's anyway. When we do a separate session at that point in time, we can focus on this. That's all.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
All right. Okay, guys. Cool. So let's jump in and get started. Okay. I just see Sharon's message right now. So I have throat infection. Okay, Sharon, no worries. So I just want to get a piece of, I don't know if Sharon is here. I don't see Sharon. You guys don't see Sharon, right? So no worries. That's fine. That's okay. All right. So let's proceed from where we stopped yesterday, right? So let me share my screen and let's continue with where we stopped yesterday, right? We stopped over here, right? We stopped around the place where we have deep learning and neural network, right? So we started with statistical modeling, then we moved on to machine learning, then we moved on to deep learning with neural networks, right? So this is where I think we stopped, right? After deep learning came into picture, deep learning and machine learning has a difference, right? So what was the major difference that I mentioned in last session? So this machine learning uses predefined functions or predefined algebraic functions or graphical functions or something of that sort. Whatever equations we have found out, right? So for let's say if there's a shape like parabola, for parabola shape, you already have a function that you have created in mathematics, right? But let's say if I draw a new shape altogether, who will have the let's say the shape is like this. So who would have written a function for this kind of a shape, right? If your data set follows this kind of a pattern, then we don't have a name even for the shape and we don't have a function for this shape, right? Whereas if your shape is like this, then you can match it to a parabola function, right? So that's what was happening with machine learning. In machine learning, it can only use existing predefined functions. Deep learning started involving, this deep learning neural network started involving us in order to form an equation for any shape, like in two-dimensional. I'm explaining everything in 2 dimension. Again, when you add more and more dimension, it becomes multi-dimensional, right? In multiple dimensions, it can go anywhere again. So for now, consider only 2 dimensions. So 2 dimensions means X and Y, that's it. I'm not even including Z dimension because I can't draw it and show it to you guys and you can't understand it from your end as well. Okay. I'll pause here. You guys understand the difference between machine learning and deep learning?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? If you guys have any questions on the difference between machine learning and what happened in deep learning space?
Bharat, I have one question. Yesterday, as you said, right, you gave an example saying that suppose like the data set is, in this shape, right? Which cannot be identified using the ML. So the deep learning came into the picture. So as you said yesterday, so one example you given extra, right? So it will, I mean, will split the data sets into multiple pieces, and it will
Yes.
consider as a line, right? Line equation something.
Yes.
Is it a constant mechanism that DL uses, or based on
Is
the data
that
set?
no, that is the
Yeah.
starting mechanism, and then
Okay.
it kept evolving. Say, for example, very good understanding. I don't know who said this, but very good understanding and very good question here, right? So let's say if your data set is like this, okay, you'd simply go with machine learning, right? Because the data set is almost like a line, right?
Yeah.
So almost like a line. So you can just simply draw a line across all these points and consider these as errors. And whatever new data comes in, you will basically say wherever it intercepts on the line, you'd say that is the intercepts on y-axis. That is what you'll say it as prediction, right? So this is
Yeah.
simple machine learning, right?
Yeah.
Now let's take the case of uh, deep learning, right? So let's say if your data set is like this. The first simple neural network that came in, deep learning again had a lot of advancements in architecture, right? So this is how your data set is. Okay. Let's say if this is how your data set is, what deep learning did was ideally deep learning like tried to split your data set into multiple sub data sets, and it solved for every single thing separately. So here you can simply draw a line, and then here you can simply draw a line.
Okay.
And then here you can simply draw another line, right? Like this, in whatever shape it is, you can split it into number of smaller versions and then you can draw. So this is not the exact way how deep learning works. This is for you to build your intuition, okay? So it may not just form just two simple stuff. It may form 10 bars also in order to split this data, or 100 bars also in order. So you define all of that. How many bars should be formed? How it is supposed to understand this data set and so on and so forth, right? That's how your deep learning would work, right? So here the problem is if it is as a simple line, then it is a little bit uh, difficult, right? So in this space, if you see the joining space, right, it's a little hard. So then what they did was in deep learning itself, deep learning advancements came in. So they started involving non-linear functions. Non-linear functions. That means non-line functions in order to make some changes. Say, for example, in this line itself, if they introduce some level of non-linearity like this, so a little bit of a curve way of handling this, right? So
Yeah.
how you can do this? You have like a ton of different functions, right? Sine wave, cos wave. You guys know how sine wave, cos wave, and everything looks like, right? Again, so it looks something like this, right? So if you involve this on top of that line, so if you apply sine on top of your line equation, then your line becomes like a sine wave, correct? So that is how they started involving nonlinear functions. So there are a ton of nonlinear defined functions. One is tan function. Tan h is a nonlinear activation function, nonlinear activation function, and so on and so forth. Okay. So let me show you. Let me show you something. So this is how your deep learning neural network works. Okay. So you have a simple. Let's say classic. You have a simple problem. Okay. Here, what you're trying to do is you have some data as your x-axis and your y-axis, okay? And you have, let's take this case of people, you just want to do a simple classification, okay? You just wanted to say true or false for this scenario. So let's take a simple scenario. Okay, so let's take a simple scenario whether these people can buy your product or not. So blue dots are people who can buy your product. Okay. Orange dots are the people who cannot buy your product. Okay. You want to separate this blue from orange out using machine learning, and you have to find a algorithm for it automatically. Okay. So what basically your neural network does is, so you see this the activation function, right? So this
Yeah.
involves non-linearity. If I give linear, that means only it forms a straight line. So let me show you. So I'll just run this and I'll show you. So see, if I for this, you need to form a curve, right? Curve kind of a thing,
Mhm.
right? So it is not able to actually, let me add every single function that I have. This is again non-linearity. You see sine, that means
Mhm.
it's non-linearity, right? If you're
Yeah.
adding, we don't want to add non-linearity, but if you see, if I add it like this, when I added this x1, x2, and other features, these are additional features that I can generate out of my data set, right? When I added
Mhm.
that, it is able to segregate both very clearly. But when I do not do this, when I need to remove these ones as well, it is not able to segregate it at all, right? How many
Mhm.
ever tries it goes, it is not able to segregate. So what is happening internally is, so I have two features. One is this way of split. So it says, the first feature says left is orange, right is blue. The second feature says bottom is orange, top is blue. So this is how my data set is. Okay.
Mhm.
So these two data set, how the new features are being formed, right? Four
Mhm.
new features. I've just added four new neurons. I can add any number of neurons that I feel like. Okay. I've added four new neurons. First neuron has tilted these two, taken these two and tilted this line in this particular fashion. Okay. It has taken this and tilted it the opposite way. So orange is on top, blue is at the bottom. So this again, it is tilted. This again is tilted. So it is only for, it can only form line in order to block or
Mhm.
separate these two. So in these
Mhm.
scenarios, you need a different activation function in order to form a different kind of a solution. Now, if you see, it is able to form a
Mhm.
boundary.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
saw the difference as soon as I
Yeah.
added touch. If I had
Yes.
linear, it will not be able to form because it's just a line that has to separate this data set.
Mhm.
Right?
Okay.
Here, the problem we saw is regression problem. Right now, I'm showing you a classification problem. So don't worry about what is classification, what is regression. I will teach all of that, okay? But for now, for this problem statement, do you guys understand what is happening here?
Yeah.
Any questions on that front? Let me see if I can.
And this will not tell you, suppose like when we use the linear, right? So I mean, not sure what tool is this, but will it not tell us that I mean, linear will not be the suitable way of I mean, measuring this or something like that, no, right?
No, no.
Or
So
it will.
what happened
Okay.
was at this level,
Uh,
right? At
uh-huh.
this level, data scientists only had that knowledge in order to tune this. So
Okay.
right now we are thinking all of this because we have AI and AI can tell you what you're supposed to do, right? But in that
Okay.
era, at this point in time of this was like probably 10 years ago or 7, 8 years ago. This
Okay.
was the
Okay.
technology which was there 7, 8 years ago, right? So only
Mhm.
data scientists had that knowledge as to choose what they're supposed to choose and then build what they're supposed to build, right? So this was not there before that. So that is
Okay.
the main reason behind that. Let me
Okay.
just see
Sure.
if they have different data sets is what I'm trying to see.
Mhm.
Just a second, so I can show you little bit better. Yeah, I think for classification they have different data sets. So in order to classify this, linear is enough, right? You guys
Mhm.
agree with
Mhm.
me? Linear can
Yeah.
easily classify these two as a different boundary, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you see background. So any dot that comes in and falls in this orange area, it will classify it as orange.
Mhm.
Anything that falls in the blue area, it will be classifying it as blue. So if a new dot comes in here, it is going to say it's blue. So that's what is the
Mhm.
classification you see here. Okay.
Okay.
And let's say if I move it to a different data set like this will also, do you guys think this will work in linear or no? It won't work in linear. What do you guys think?
Mm,
Linear won't work because the
yeah.
colors, both dots are mixed, right?
Mm,
Mixed.
Yes, correct.
yeah.
So because you need two lines in order to fix this, right?
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
can't solve it with just one single linear line, right? So let's say if I just switch it to a the nonlinear activation function. You see how it is forming it?
Yeah.
So it formed its own equation here. That's what I'm saying. For this line, it formed its own line equation. 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 That's what happened through all these neurons.
Mhm.
Bharat, I have a doubt here. So the lines or whatever the shape, is it going to do without changing the place of the data?
Yeah. It won't change the place of the data. See, it is not going to change the data. For the data, it is just forming a boundary. Just assume just like that, okay? For
Okay.
wherever the orange ones are there, it is forming a boundary for the orange one separately, and it is tagging, coloring that as orange. So if a new dot is placed, whenever you want to predict new stuff. So basically you do predictions, right, in machine learning. When you want to do a prediction, if a new dot falls over here, it is going to classify it as orange. When a new dot falls in the center, it is probably going to classify it as blue in the current data set, because you see the center is a little bit bluish, right? So it is going to tag it as blue. So that's how it is going to work. It is just forming boundaries. That's it.
Okay, I thought it's going to club all the data together in the same colors or whatever it is.
No. So it is just trying to form boundaries. And if you see, it is still learning. If you see, the loss has become the loss has become zero right now. So that means there is no error in classifying any of this data set, right? So that's what it is saying. So let's take a even complicated case. So in this case, do you guys think this will solve for it or no? It can solve for it, but it takes a lot of learning time in order to learn this structure. You see, it is slowly learning, you see, and it is slowly forming it. And you see,
Which
it has
site?
to.
Which site? This is any tool or which site it is?
This is just an online tool. You guys can also play around with it. It's called playground.tensorboard.
Okay, thank you.
So you see, it is slowly forming its own equation. And what it is trying to do when it is forming its equation, it is trying to minimize loss when it is forming this equation. So you see, like, if we start from the beginning, right? The loss is at 0.478. You just keep checking how the loss is changing. You see, slowly the loss is dropping and it is forming boundaries properly.
Epoch is nothing but it's an iterations, right?
Yes, correct. Epoch is nothing but iterations. Yes, you're right. So last time it was able to get through the orange, but right now, if you see, it got stuck over here. So this is also a problem because we convert whatever neural networks does into a maximization or minimization problem. Here we want to minimize the losses. So that's what we are trying to do. So after 4000 epoch as well, it is not able to cover it completely, right? But I'm going to make some changes here. Okay, I'm going to make it to learn little slowly. So even more slowly it is going to learn. And then I'm going to change this into a different activation function. Now let's see. I'm going to put a faster learning rate. That's fine. I'm using a different activation function right now.
Bharat. Hello, Bharat.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm there. Yes.
Hello, Bharat.
Yeah. I'm there. Are you not able to hear me?
Yeah. Yes, Bharat, able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, Bharat. I just tried 2-3 times. It is still in some issue, Bharat. I'll check it separately. I'm unable to move further. I'm in the same place again and again. It is
No
not
problem. We
allowing
can
to
figure
create
it
an
out.
account.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just
yeah, yeah.
just use
Uh,
ChatGPT. Just it's simple account creation.
mm,
Try it out by yourself one more time. If you're not able to do it, then I will help you out on that front, Mani.
okay, okay, Bharat.
All right.
Mm, yeah.
Okay, cool then. Great.
Bharat, the portal, the playground you were telling, this is kind of interesting. What else you can try it out when I explore what I can explore this? I mean, first time I'm seeing this playground.
So basically, this one, you won't understand anything because, I've not taught you what is learning rate. I've not taught you what is activation function. You might have a little bit idea as to what is activation function. You don't know what is regularization. You don't know what is regularization rate. You don't know what is even what is the problem type mean, what is regression and what is
Correct.
classification. As we progress through further and further, it'll all make sense to you. Just stay put a little bit. So you'll understand how it is. For now, the understanding that you must have is how deep learning is forming its own equation in order to solve for the problem, right? So that's what is happening. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. I got a call from Credo. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys will understand what is happening as we progress through further. Okay, just hold up a little bit. And I'm trying to teach you all of this at this level, basically because I'm not trying to teach you, I'm not going to teach you to code all of this, okay? But I'm just trying to teach you at this level for you to have the intuition or the understanding how it works at the base level. Why do we need to have the intuition or understanding how it works at the base level? Because this is very important for prompting. If you want to build a thing, then you need to prompt it in the right way, right? So even for prompting, you need to have an understanding of how this works at that particular level. Okay, at the underlying level, if you know everything, then you will be very good at solving for these kind of solutions. That's the point. All right. So any questions here until what we saw in deep learning neural network? So whatever I said, the nonlinear function as well is within deep learning neural network. So linear, and then you had non-linear activation functions and everything. Advanced architecture is something else again. So the neural network you see here, right? It is just a simple, dot product of all these, all these dot product here, all these dot product over here, all these dot product over here. Then what is the different thing that is happening for every neuron, right? So it has its own mathematical equation to form every single thing for the things that you see over here. Okay. So you initialize, imagine everything is y equals mx plus c equation. Okay. You initialize all these neurons, the intermediate neuron levels that you see, right? I'm adding more layers here. You can add more in, hidden layers as well. So imagine that these are all like, y equals mx plus c equation. You initialize this with random m and c values. Okay. Random m and c values. And you try to change the m and c values while minimizing the loss. So if I increase the m value, decrease the c value for this neuron, then my loss is getting decreased. For this neuron, if I decrease m and increase c, then my loss is improving. So like that, the machine will work on an overall loss by changing the direction of m and c values across all these hidden layers, in between layers. This is your input. Imagine this is your output. Okay. It'll work off of this information that you see over here. All right. So Do you guys understand what I just said right now? It is basically going to reduce the loss. In order to reduce the loss, it will work on changing the neurons. So that is what exactly would happen all through this.
Bharat, if I may, so just to clear up my mind, right? So when you say like, if I'm connecting it with deep learning, so the data is so complex. So with deep learning, it will allow us to segregate the data in right away so that we can break it down and form an equation. Is my
Yes.
understanding correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's exactly right. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So others also, do you guys also understand what's happening here? Even if you don't understand, that's still fine, because we are going to keep talking about it in every single session until we get through. Probably for the 3, 4 sessions initially, we are going to continue to talk at this level until you guys understand. Okay. For now, this is what a simple neural network works like, right? Then you started to have complex neural network architectures. Okay. So this is like simple tabular data. Imagine that you have x1, x2, two different values, two different inputs. And then you are feeding x1 squared as another value, x2 squared as another value. And then you are feeding x1 into x2. You're just multiplying x1 and x2 and you're sending that also as an input. So this process is called feature engineering. This is manually done by data scientists. Okay. How do you send your fields? You are sending, let's say you're sending square feet, and then you're also sending a number, let's say like something like carpet area. Okay.
Can I
And
say that? Can I say that for any business case, feature engineering is the process to identify the elements required for the solution using AI?
yes, that's correct.
Okay. And another question is related to the hidden layers. I can see that in terms of deep learning, so how do we know that how many hidden layers are required for this particular use case?
Yeah, I will explain all of that. So nobody knows it. So that's the honest fact. So even see, that's
Mm,
the reason why it took a while for us to get to this AI space, right? Because
mm.
even in today, in the LLMs that they have, why do they keep training that LLM? Because they keep changing the architecture. So they keep increasing the number of hidden layers. They keep increasing the number of neurons in a hidden layer. So you can increase the number of neurons in it. But if you increase neurons and if you increase hidden layers, what is going to happen? Your architecture is going to become extremely complicated, right?
And one other thing is right now, even if there is one more questions to you, I think maybe a silly questions too. If there are any problem statement, and if you don't know something about that domain, will there any model to say that for this particular use cases, these are the features or these are the data attributes are required?
No, that is the thinking that we have to do as humans. We have to come
Mm.
up with what kind of features are we supposed to give for this data set? What are the kind of different elements are we supposed to give to that? So it is on us humans in order to get through all of this aspects.
The second question is, first one is definitely even if you wanted to deploy any AI solutions to for any of the use cases, still the domain expert is required, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. The second one is related to the data scientist who can create a model or who can fine tune the model. But at the end, if you wanted to create or if you wanted to improve the performance of any of the model, definitely the AI engineer who can tune the code, right?
No. So even data scientists can tune the code. So data scientists and AI engineers do not have too much of a difference. They both are very similar roles.
But I can say that even data scientists don't need to have the extensible knowledge on the coding level, right?
No, no. Data scientists will have coding level knowledge as well.
Because I have seen there are two different classifications of jobs. I have seen it in many websites as well as many companies are asking. One is a AI engineer and another one is AI scientist. So what's the difference between the AI scientist and the AI engineer?
Okay, so AI engineer and AI scientist has a difference very clearly. So AI scientist works on breakthroughs, basically. Okay, like how a scientist works, right? So they work on breakthroughs. They don't work on implementation or something. Okay, so they work on experimenting, they work on different challenges and stuff like that. But But your AI engineers, they just work on implementation. They simply implement stuff. That's it. You get the difference?
Sorry. Can you please come again?
Okay, so I was just saying AI engineers generally just come up with AI engineers just does the implementation for you, whereas AI scientists work on breakthrough. So they try out these new hidden layers, new stuff and stuff like that. Whereas your AI engineers, once they have tried out everything, they've just tried it out for a small set of sample, then they just go ahead and implement it for you. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
You get the difference, right? That I'm
Because in terms of my understanding was something different earlier. AI engineer was the one who tuned the code based on the code which is developed by AI scientist as per the standard and other things.
AI
Okay.
engineer, AI scientists tune. When I say tune the code, they do exploration. They look for opportunities to improve the performance and stuff like that. But AI engineers just do implementation for you.
Oh, okay.
Once they've
Just
experimented, once they say that these are the changes that are to be implemented, then they just simply go ahead and these are the changes that are required. Then they go ahead and simply implement it for you. So that's the difference, actually.
But we
there
can
is a
simply compare what is the we are data engineer and data scientist, right? Same difference only, right? The answer is same for AI engineer and AI scientist. That's what I look for. Data engineer will transform the data and processing the data to load all the way to Delta Lake or
Data engineer is a little different compared to AI engineer. So data engineer only does only works on engineering the data. Say, for example, when I say engineering the data, what it means is they only work on getting through the data in a fashion that they just work on pipelines. They work on implementing proper stuff around the data and stuff like that. That's all the data engineer does. So they just work on pipelining and stuff. Whereas the data scientists, they work on the coding as well. Is it clear or is it
no
confusing?
data? No, what slightly confusing. So data engineer, we the data engineer process the data from various systems, various source systems, and process, transform, follow some architecture for data mesh or a medallion, something like that to process the data, load all the way to data lake or Delta Lake, whatever it is. Data
Correct.
scientists probably build the model on top of the data what we loaded. They use some
Correct.
algorithm or they used algorithm on top of the data what we loaded in the Delta Lake or Data Lake or S3 bucket, whatever it is. So this is the data engineer and data science. When you come to that AI engineer and AI sense, again it's same, right? Instead of the data what we loaded from various source system to Delta Lake, we are not. So that I want to understand from you. So difference between data engineer and AI engineer, if you understand clearly, then other end we can easily understand now. So how you
That's what
differentiate
make
the
it.
AI
Okay.
engineer from data engineer?
Yeah. It's not the same. So that's why let me try to put it here for you guys. So let's say if you're looking for AI engineer, right, you will focus on the entire pipeline building of your AI pipeline, right? So you will basically work on just scaling or implementation. Okay. So, just simply imagine like this. Okay. AI engineers are like your software developers. Okay. AI scientists are like your software architects. So they architect the solution. So they don't implement it. So they work on architecture, but these guys work on implementation. You guys see the difference? Is it clear?
For me, I'm okay. Others.
Whereas data engineer and data scientist it's a little different. Okay. So data engineers in companies, they build ETL pipelines in order to fetch the data and bring the data into your data lake or whatever you use. Whereas data scientists are responsible for ML modeling and stuff like that. So that's why data scientists and AI engineers are very similar. Whereas AI engineers, they specifically work on advanced data science solutions. Say, for example, they work on natural language processing, or they work on image processing, or they work on video processing and stuff like that. Whereas data scientists work on lower level of problems. So it's like, building a simple classification problem, simple regression problem, and stuff like that. So that's what your data scientists would work. But it's very much similar roles, data engineer and data scientist. Is it clear, or do you guys have still questions around it?
Yeah, I can understand, but yeah, the question raised by someone, I forgot.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's move on to the next topic, right? So what happened with deep learning was advanced architectures came in for deep learning. So they built advanced architecture called convolutional neural networks. On top of neural networks, they built something called as convolutional neural networks. The way the math is done, they started to do advanced math over there. Then they started to do recurrent neural networks. This will work really well for time series data. Convolutional neural network works really well for image processing. And then there was something called as RNN got evolved into LSTM, GRU. These are all advanced neural network architectures. Okay. And then there's so many different advanced neural network architectures that came into picture. So that was one of the reason that came up, and this is what we had for years until right now, until what we have now, right? We see all this image processing with Gemini improving good quality of results and stuff like that. But before, what was happening was we did not have these stuff. So we had just models. It was also kind of large models, but not large language models. They were kind of large models. They were working specifically on, these kind of problems like image processing, video processing, uh, text processing, natural language processing, separate models. So deep learning advanced architectures helped around those fronts. Okay. Then deep learning even advanced even bit more into reinforcement learning space. Reinforcement learning only paved the way for everything. Okay. Before we get on to this part and before we continue on this part, I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to explain something else and then I'm going to come over here. Okay. So machine learning has this structure. Okay. So machine learning has a specific structure. All right. So machine learning has three different fronts. Machine learning, deep learning, anything, all the problems. I'm just talking about the problems, okay? So there's something called as supervised learning as a solution. And then you have something called as unsupervised. And then you had something called as semi-supervised. There's three types of learning, okay? Supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and then you also have something called as semi-supervised learning, okay? So these three different types of learning only are major different types in your any machine learning, deep learning, any problem that you take, you'll try to solve it with these three types. Supervised learning has two different problem statements, two different types of problems. One is classification, one is regression. This is what we saw here, problem type, right? Classification and regression. So what is classification? Classification is when you want, it depends on what you want to predict, okay? It depends on what you want to predict. If I want to predict, I'll explain what is supervised, unsupervised, and everything. But for now, let's get into classification and regression. Okay. Classification is if your prediction is a list or bucket of classes. So let's say if you want to categorize animals into carnivorous, omnivorous, or the herbivorous, then that is more of a classification problem. Let's say when you want to predict a housing price, this is not a real individual value. This can go, you can approximate it to any number of decimal, correct? So those kind of problems are called as regression problems. A mathematical number as an output, which does not pertain to a class or something, whereas it pertains to a number which can go to a level of approximation, right? Say, for example, predicting housing price, predicting a stock price, and so on and so forth, right? So this will become your regression problem. So this is classification and this is your regression. All right, so let me just share my screen again. I'm going to give you a few statements. So do you guys understand the difference between classification? As the name says, classification means you have a list of categories and you want to categorize them into what category you want. Regression is nothing but you have a list of values and you want to predict a new value altogether. So this is discrete, this is continuous. You can claim it in that particular way as well. Okay, I'm going to give you like a small challenge. Okay, so you guys can work off of it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a problem. You just have to tell me if it is a classification problem or a regression problem. Okay, I'm going to put it over here. So what do you guys think is this? Is this a classification or a regression problem?
Regression.
Classification. No.
Why do you guys think it's a classification?
Because it has only two category, approved or rejected.
Exactly, right? So within classification, if you just have two different classes, then it is called binary classification. If you just have two different classes from which you have to classify one, it is binary classification. If you have multiple classes from which you want to classify, then it is called multi-class classification. Okay, I'm going to give you a few more examples until everyone understands this, right? Okay, now I'm going to give a little bit harder set of problem statements. Okay, so think through and just tell what is the solution for this.
It's again a classification.
Okay, so how many of you say that it's a classification? So everyone agrees that it's a classification? Is someone saying that it's a regression? Come on, it's fine. It's okay to be wrong. So don't worry about being
should
wrong.
be
Yeah, I mean,
I guess it's regression.
regression, right? Because I don't
The
see the
reason
classification
is
here, right? Because it says like our incoming email should be handled automatically,
and
but I don't see
so,
the
yeah.
exact the classification, right? I mean,
Yeah.
in the previous example we said approved, rejected, but
Yeah,
here
so
it's
yeah,
yeah.
you may not get that specifically, but this is a
Same
classification problem.
Okay.
It's
Again,
because they have a set of fields, factors to determine. So maybe that is the reason I go on.
not because of that, not because the set of, so inputs doesn't matter here. So only the outputs, what you want to predict only matters. But what are they saying? Determine how incoming email should be handled automatically, right? That means they want to categorize the incoming emails that are coming in, basically. right? So that is the reason why it is classification. You may not be given very specifically, but regression is something you want to predict a number, okay? You want to predict a value, okay? That is like whether it's 5 or 6 or 5.5 or 3.2, that is what is regression, right? So here you can't do anything with numbers over here, right? So you can't do anything of a continuous value over here, right? So what are you going to predict of a continuous value over here? So you want to predict a single category where you want to where it lands up, right? Okay, let me give you another example. So
Uh,
yeah, go
Bharat,
ahead.
you mean to say like if we predict using numbers, it will be fall under regression?
Not just numbers.
Um,
Even in numbers, you can have classification. Say, for
yeah.
example, just predict which standard of class where the students belong to based on their age, right? So that means they can only be classified as class 1 or class 2 or class 3. You can't put them as class 2.5, right? So if you want to predict something like class 2.5, then that is regression. Whereas if you want to predict something like, these guys will go to standard 1, these guys will go to second standard, these guys will go to third standard, right? If you do like that, that is classification. If you say something like they belong to 2.5, they belong to 3.7, that means it's more of regression.
Okay, okay.
Okay, let me give you one more example. Let's do a few more examples today. Okay, so because this is very important for you to understand. What do you guys think this one is?
It's a regression.
Why do you think it's a regression?
Uh, like a pricing, stock, and previous sales reports and all. We cannot predict anything, right?
Yeah, so
And
the
it's all
reason
historic things.
exactly, right? So because you're not trying to, you're developing a model to assist planning for the upcoming month. You have past month sales data, right? So that means it's a sales number. And you may not know what sales number might come in this month, right? You can't say that sales will be 22,432 is not a class, right? It's not a category, right? It's just a raw number. It can be 22, 34, 56.73843392. You can approximate it to any point level, right? So it's a regression problem. What you're trying to predict is a regression problem here. Okay. So let me give you a few more examples. So everyone understands it, right? So
Again, it's a regression.
okay, so why do you think it's a regression here?
Yeah, because age is also a factor, right? When we are seeing a history of the patient, by the time their age is different.
No, not the inputs. You only have to see the output. What do you want to predict here? That's what you want to see. What are they asking us to predict in the current problem statement?
Create a system that supports identifying the patient's medical conditions. Okay,
Yes.
even it comes to medical condition also, now his habit, food habit, and the age is also a factor. So we cannot give a exact result. Plus or
No,
minus
no.
will be.
So your understanding is so I need to probably recorrect the understanding. So you're only looking at what you want to predict, not the inputs. Your input could be age, your input could be everything. So what do you want to exactly predict here? You want to predict the patient's medical condition. Can a medical condition be like 2.5 or 3.7, right? No. Medical conditions are something like, this patient is diabetic, this patient has liver issues, and so on and so forth. So you categorize them into one or such medical conditions, right? You don't put a value around their medical condition. So
Okay,
you
okay,
look
okay.
only for what you want to predict. Okay. So here, what do you want to predict? So determine how incoming email should be handled automatically. So you want to predict how you want to handle your incoming emails. Okay. When you're getting like 10 emails, you want to understand how you want to handle them. Correct. So in that sense, it's simple for you to go ahead and put that email into a bucket or label the email, right? So when you want to label the email, that is like classifying the email into one or the other buckets, correct? So that's why the first one is classification. Again, look for only what you want to predict. So leave off everything else. Nothing else is important. So what you want to predict only determines what you want. Develop a model to assist planning for the upcoming month, right? That means they want to identify what sales projection is going to happen for the upcoming months. So based on that, you give a solution out. Okay, so let me give a few simpler ones, easier ones. So
That seems to be regression.
yeah, yeah. Why do you
It's
guys think
regression.
it's regression?
Because it's score, final exam score.
Exactly, right? So the score cannot be like,
Same.
33 point this, yeah, 33 or 34. It can be 33.375 also, right? Or
Yeah.
34.475 also. It's not like you're trying to bucket the score, right? So it's not like you're trying to categorize the score, right? It's more of you're trying to predict the score, right? So that's the difference. So very good. So this is regression. So now, I think you're slowly getting the the understanding. So
Bharat,
yes.
actually, I have a doubt. If it is of predicting score means it will be regression, right? If it may predict it is a pass or fail which means it may come as classification. Is it
Yes,
correct?
exactly. You're correct. Very
Okay.
correct.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. All right. So let me give a few more examples. Work all of this out, and everyone just don't give out the answers, but just type in your answers and keep in your answers, and just submit off your answers. Um, like take 5 minutes and then type all for the first problem. It's a classification. For second problem, it's a regression. Like that, I'm gonna give you like 10 problem statements and take 10 minutes of time, and then try to come up with it. Okay. All right. Let me give you guys this. Okay. Just think through for all these 10 areas and then put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and then give your solutions over here. Okay. All right. So if you're done with all 10, you can just put all 10 of your answers together. All right, let's see. Okay, I see 3 of you have posted it. Others, are you still working it out? You guys need a few more minutes.
Yeah, yes, Bharat. Just 2 minutes, Bharat.
Bharat.
Yes.
Bharat, in the meantime, when can we have that missing session, Bharat, for myself and Arunachalam?
So I'm only available on weekdays. So how about this week? You guys tell me a time between any day on the week, but
Okay.
between okay, Thursday, only Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you guys, because you guys, I don't know, you guys go for work, right? So probably between 5 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday or Thursday.
7 p.m. IST, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll work with Arunachalam for this one. And
Yeah,
we'll
you
come
guys
up with a
can
time.
put in when you guys are available. I can tell if that time frame works for me. Actually, this week I'm not doing the session, so I'm also training for corporates, right? So that's happening on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't think we have sessions this Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. So yeah, just post me your availability timing. I'll see if I can accommodate into my schedule.
Sure,
Okay.
sure, Bharat. Yeah. Monday,
Okay.
Thursday, sorry, Tuesday and Thursday, right?
Yes.
5 to 7. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, sure. No problem. That sounds good. How about others? Everyone has worked this out. All right, cool. I'm going to give the solutions to you guys. So first one is regression. The next three are classification. Fifth is regression. Again, two classification, one regression, one classification, one regression. I think most of you have done it right. Yeah, most of you have done it right. So I'm really glad that you guys are. So just look into what you exactly want to predict. The thing that you exactly want to predict, if it's a real number, I mean, if it's a continuous number, then it's regression. If it's from one of the group of things and you want to just pick and choose it into that particular bucket or just classify them into that particular bucket, then that's more of a classification. Okay. So you guys are good.
Yes, Bharat.
Yeah, Bharat.
All right, awesome,
Yeah.
great. So this is all I had for today. We will continue from where we stopped today. So we'll see a little bit around supervised and unsupervised and semi-supervised in next week. What are the differences? Then we will complete the end-to-end AI flow, right? That we have done halfway through, right? What has happened in the AI flow end-to-end? Then we will, start with basic NLP concepts and how NLP applications work and so on and so forth. Then we will get on to the next set of things around it. Okay. Sounds good, guys.
Yes, Bharat.
All right, great.
Yes, Bharat.
So just one. Go ahead. Yes.
Yes, Bharat. The classification will be like it will be some 2 to 3 types, like approved, rejected. Some like it will be in types, like classification will be correct.
Your voice is actually muffled for me, Mani. I'm not able to hear you clearly.
No, it is fine. Audible. Hello.
Yes, now it is. It is audible, but it's like when you speak something, it's a little muffled. So can you slowly repeat it?
Yeah. See the classification is that we will have some types like 2 to 3 types: approved, rejected, something like that. Which you told earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay. Regression will be something we need to bring it out, like
Yes.
how to say.
It is more of a continuous value. The prediction is more of a continuous value, Money. Don't think of anything else. If you're predicting something of a continuous value, then that is regression. If you're predicting something of a definitive class or category, then that is more of a classification. That's it.
Okay. See, whatever I am predicting is called as regression, correct? Continuous values it should be.
No, again, your voice is getting muffled now. Sorry.
1 minute, Bharat. 1 minute.
No problem. All right.
No, it is audible, Bharat.
Yes, now it is better.
Yeah. See, what I'm trying to say is, whatever I'm predicting, it should be having continuous values. That is called regression.
Correct.
See, whatever it is under classified into 2, 3 categories is called classification. That some status will be
Yes.
like, it will be like status wise, yes or
Correct.
no, true or false, like that. All right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's pretty much I had for today, guys. So we will catch up next week. In the meantime, I will give you a simple assignment over WhatsApp. It's going to be very similar like this, what is classification, what is regression, and it's just basic, a few questionnaire and stuff like that. Just try to do that over the week, and come for the next weekend session. And Arun and Swaminathan, please work together and just let me know of when you guys are available together, and let's schedule a session for you guys. Okay.
Sure, Bharat.
All
Thank
right. Cool then, guys. Great. Then let's catch up. All right. Take care. Bye.
Yeah. Hello, Victor. Hello.
Hey, Mani, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, Victor, I need no help from you. Have you
Mhm.
configured that this one? I just came out of that. I tried that. I shared my screen, right? After that, again, I tried. Just now only it got configured. Can you just help me out to just fully configure out
Can you
that
share
Visual
your screen?
Studio? Yeah,
Yeah, just share it.
definitely. Able to see?
Yeah, it's okay now. So,
Hmm.
so you have created keep allow, click on allow.
Hello? Okay.
What is that? 1 minute, created a new workspace. Okay, I'll help you to create a complete house in the files. It's not giving you the answers. Can you cancel it?
Cancel it. Okay.
Cancel it. Okay, just go into your left-hand side panel.
Ah,
Left-hand side panel,
now it is
the
coming.
last
Now it
one.
is coming.
Oh, it's coming,
Now
right?
it is
Yeah, yeah.
coming.
Sorted then. Yeah, sorted.
Okay. Okay. It is done, right?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay. You are from where, Victor? Please.
I am somewhere near to your Sholinganallur.
Oh, Holingnallur. Okay. Yeah, I am from Madipakam actually.
Okay.
Okay, you are based out of
Good.
Chennai
Good.
or how?
No, I'm based out of Northeast. I'm in Chennai due to work purpose.
Oh, work purpose. Okay. Okay, Victor. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, Arnachalam. Hello. 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 Able to hear me, Arnachalam? Am I audible? Hello, Arnachalam. Hello.